Hello there and welcome. My name's Suzanne from Nonstop Papercrafts. Thank you for joining me again on my channel. Okay, so we're back for part 2 of my homemade jelly printing. If you remember from last week, it didn't work perfectly. It was okay, I still got some prints, but it wasn't great. I am new to jelly printing, so and I did point that out, and as I was doing it, there were a couple of things that I knew I perhaps needed to change. And I did ask people if they could comment below with their own tips, if they are any good at jelly printing. And also in the Facebook groups that I'm part of, I also kind of asked the same thing. And I've had some great feedback, some really good tips. One of them I knew, which was to use less paint. Less is definitely more. And I have been having a little play, as you can see. So just a reminder, for my homemade kits, it's literally just a kind of sealed sandwich bag. This one has a mouse mat upside down, so the foamy side is underneath, and then this one is just sort of like foamy packaging that you can get inside, and these are what I'm using to kind of be my jelly plates, my homemade jelly plates. So as you can see, this one's messy because I have been having another little play and taking on board the tips that I've had, so thank you if you did give me any. I think I've got much better results, so I just wanted to show you before we start having a go on this one, because last week I preferred this one to the mouse mat, but the mouse mat has done some very good results. So I started off nice and simple, just with a basic colour, and yeah, it's not so thick, and it seems to have been coming out much better than last time. I then started to blend some colours together, and again came out quite well. Then I started playing about, and I used a stencil. I know this needs a wash, but I used a stencil, and I kind of got that, so in between it didn't obviously come out very well. However, once I did that one, I then placed my sheet then on the mat after I'd lifted the stencil up, and I got this beautiful pattern. And then I kind of rubbed whatever was left off the stencil on this one. So I've got some really good effects there. I then had a go with some bubble wrap. So I put some bubble wrap across. And these are the prints I got. So that was off of the actual jelly plate. And then this side is where I just pushed down to kind of get whatever excess paint off the top of here. So yeah, so I'm actually getting some good results, some better results certainly than last week, and definitely less paint has helped. Another thing I want to say is these are beautiful to clean because they're obviously in this plastic sandwich bag. I mean, obviously I used this last week and it was absolutely caked in paint, if you remember, and look how clean it is. So yeah, really easy to clean as well, which was something that I was very pleased with. I'm not standing in front of the sink for ages scrubbing away. So I'm going to get rid of this one, and then we're going to have a go on this one, and I'll show you the results. Okay, so I'll start again with just a couple of sort of simple colours to begin with. So let's have a look. Let's do a bit of blue and a bit of white. So obviously this is a larger area than my last one, but I think I'm going to try and have it fading. So white on one side and then blue on the other. But yeah, last time I definitely had way too much paint on, and then when I've done it this time, I would certainly agree that less is more. And also I noticed when I was watching a few videos as well, that people were then rolling off any excess paint that was on their roller, which was a great tip and what I've been doing today. So I'm going to continue with that. So they're saying obviously if you think when you start rolling that you've got way too much on here, then you can just roll it off to the side, which is what I've been doing, and like I said, has been working. I think I've got much better results this time than I did last time. Right, let's start with the blue and start bringing it across. Sorry, I've got a very squeaky roller. And just blend them a bit in the middle. Okay, and then let's see how that comes out. Okay, so quite a cool effect there. And let's try and roll this up a little bit. Okay, so I want to add some more paint to the top, so let's add a little bit more white on this side. And let's maybe go for a different colour blue, if I can find any. A whole basket here, but it's so disorganised. Right, actually, let's try a little bit of purple in the corner. Okay, and then just try blending it all together, see what happens. So we'll just roll out the white on this side. Blending it a little bit with what's left of the blue. And then add some purple to this top corner. Okay. Going to do my bubble wrap again, so let's do that down the bottom. Then I'm already going to transfer this onto the piece of paper. That's cool. And then, although I think that's probably, it's quite big, isn't it? Let's try and because this is a bigger surface area. Last time I was able to fit the print below, but I'm not able to do it this one, so that's why I've used a different piece of paper. But again, you can see the bubble marks, which is really good. So definitely less is definitely more when it comes to the paints. But yeah, I think this has been a really good cheap alternative. Like I said in my last video, I did not want to be spending a lot of money on something that I wasn't sure I would enjoy. So I think I'm glad that I've been able to have a play. And yeah, this hasn't cost me anything. The packaging I had, the mouse mat I had, and these sandwich bags I had laying about indoors as well. So it's been quite nice being able to kind of test it out. Yeah, without having to kind of spend that extra money on another kit for something that, yeah, like I said, I wasn't sure it would be something I would take to. I'm not normally somebody that's very good with paints, as you can probably tell. So yeah, right, let's do another stencil. Let's see what we've got. You're quite a pretty one, so let's pop you in there. See what we get. Just try and rub in that where that stencil is. Okay, so I've got a bit of the stencil coming through. And then all I did last time is I pulled that off. I then put another piece of paper straight away on top to pick up what's left of that stencil mark. And then yeah, you're kind of getting that stencil effect on there. And then I also want to put a piece of paper over that stencil. Picks up the paint as well. Right, okay. I think I'm going to have a go with a couple more colours. So what have we got? So we've already got purples in here. I do like that purple. Let's add a bit more. A bit more purple in that side. Let's do like a cream colour over here instead of the white. I do quite like that yellow down here, so I'm going to do that again. I'm going to try and do like a blend between the four corners. So a little bit of blue in that corner. Right, okay, let's start off with the lighter colours first. So that's that one. And we've got the yellow. So let's start blending those together a bit in the middle. Okay, then we've got the blue. Let's start blending those two together. And the purple at the top. Might need some more purple. Possibly should have gone a bit higher with the blue. Okay, let's try and blend these two together a little bit. Let's just pop a bit more blue on so we can blend that. Okay, so I'm going to do a bit of a mix. So I'm going to do some bubbles. Let's do those down here. And then I want a stencil at the top. So let's have a look. That's a nice stencil. Let's do that one. So get rid of this. Now try and do this. So again, really get in where those stencils are. I mean, I guess if you had, these are quite intricate patterns, if you didn't have quite such an intricate pattern on your stencils, you'd probably be able to pick up a little bit better. Yeah, because I've literally got a white space in a little bit in the middle, but that's fine. Like I said, it's all about the experimentation. Now this is going to look fantastic, so let's grab that while it's there. Okay, yeah, that looks cool. We've got a little bit of the bubbles down the bottom as well. Okay, and then let's move that to the side a second because I want to pick up those two. So I might do this separately. So let's do this bit first. And then let's do the bubbles. Okay, so some cool effects off of that as well. Well, I have just had such fun doing this. I think you can agree that the results this time round have been so much better than last time. Really love that. I think that just looks so stunning. Unfortunately, because it's quite bright in here, it's not picking up the yellow colour quite as well on the camera. But yeah, I am just so happy with this. So again, thank you to everybody that kind of commented and gave me some tips on different things that I could do to improve. Like I said, I listened and I had another go, and yeah, I am just absolutely loving these results. I just think it all looks fantastic. I've got some really good effects on here. Yeah. Well, thank you again for joining me on my jelly print journey. I really hope that you found this useful. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. If you would like to see more crafty videos and you are not a subscriber already, then hit the subscribe button and make sure that you click the bell so that you're notified of any new videos. You can also find me on social media. Those links will be in the description below. As always, thank you so much to everybody for watching and for supporting the channel. I hope you all have a wonderful crafty day. See you later. Bye bye.